What's up, taters? This is Tree from treeoflogic.com. So this is going to be a very different video that I normally upload to this channel. It's a video that I have to do in order to release some things from the past. It's going to be a therapeutic moment, so get ready for a long one. It's not scripted, so I'm just going to be coming from my heart and my mind and just letting you know where I am, where I stand, and where I'm going. I'm in a moment of growth, and there are certain things I need to just put out there and document, just like I did on this channel. As you can see on the screen before you is my first political channel, Tree of Logic. This is the first channel I created, and it's where a lot of my life lessons in the political sphere occurred. I want to go through that with you because this is going to be in relations to Candace Owens. As many of you all know, I can't stand the heifer. Actually, I will gladly say that I hate her. However, I'm just going to let her be everybody else's problems. I am so tired of saying I told you so that I don't care anymore. There's a lot of people who are going around saying that I've been telling you guys about Candace Owens and this, that, and the other. And I'm sitting here saying, well, where were you all in 2007 when I was 17 when I was going after her? I'm not saying this to be bitter. Please understand, there's a lot of people who are giving me my flowers for going after Candace Owens and exposing her. I was the only one on the right who was going after her, and I was doing it by myself. And the only reason we were able to successfully take down that doxing site is because I had a lot of help from centrists and people on the left. So let's talk about that, and then we're going to get into the current events and what's going on between Ben Shapiro and Candace Owens. So this is my channel, and as you can see, it's at 73,000 subscribers, and I've had this channel. This channel was growing pretty fast for me. Actually, it really was. It was growing, and one thing I loved about this channel was I was able to express myself and talk about things that I loved and things that I believed in. But no, I just realized that I am not allowed to say a lot of things, and I got punished. As you can see, I was against Black Lives Matter. I was also the first person to talk about the mission statement on Black Lives Matter, because I actually went to their website and I just told you all that they're not for the nuclear family. They want to get rid of the father completely. They want to get rid of men. And I was just really like straight up with just letting you all know, talking about Islam, talking about a lot of things, and just talking about the criminal activity that a lot of people on the left were just taking a blind eye to, how we were going in the stages of vilifying white people, particularly white men. And it was just this was just like a growing spur. It was just really, 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 it was a channel where I did not qualify for monetization. I was rejected for AdSense twice on this channel. I got several strikes on this channel. But the biggest thing about this is that I was one of the few people who were on Donald Trump's team. As you all know, the original OGs who were on Donald Trump's team since the time he came down those escalators with the beautiful Queen Melania was Diamond and Silk. Rest in peace, Diamond. So Diamond and Silk were ride or die with Donald Trump since 2015. And it wasn't until 2016 that I decided to get the red hat. I think I got a video of me on wearing the red hat, as a matter of fact. Yeah, right here. There's a video of me right here wearing the red hat. When we was talking. Hey, everybody. When we was talking about he will not divide us flag. But I wore the red hat. I was a Donald Trump supporter before the thing was fashionable. I would have to say, honestly, during 2016, the black people that I know that were supporting Donald Trump were Diamond and Silk. They were the original OGs. Anthony B. Logan, although I don't like him. However, I have to be honest, he was also original on the team. Me, and of course, another person I don't like, Brandon Tatum. In 2016, we were like the original blacks that were on his team. I never catered to the whole we're the black vote, and let's get the black people and get the blacks off the Democratic, blah, blah, blah. I never subscribed to that. I was just a Republican, registered Republican. And I was like, okay, Donald Trump at the time was talking the good talk, getting rid of anchor babies, stopping the immigration. He was just saying a lot of things, and we all see how that turned out. If you really want to know where things, I got hurt, and this is when I know that I have grown, is that I can talk about this story and you won't see one tear roll down my eye. But I was betrayed by the Republican Party, the conservatives, even though I was here before most of these people came over here after Trump won. This is what I want you guys to understand. Look at this. This hat was in, hold on a second, let me see. There you go. May 27, 2017. But there's another hat where I put it on, and it was, I don't want to go through this. But there's one of these videos I'm wearing a hat as well, before Trump won. And I have to say that we didn't really catch that much heat, but we did. We were looked at crazy. People was pretending that we were like betraying the black race or something like that. And I stood by Trump. I did. And if you want to know, I got off the Trump train in 2018. And Candace is one of the reasons why I did that. So, when she came onto the scene in 2007, she came onto the scene under Red Pill Black. Okay. This is when she first came on. And let me go here, right here. So Candace came around about the fall of 2017 under the name of Red Pill Black. That's when she had the site called Social Autopsy. And the reason I found out about her was because of, there's a guy who has a little floating brain. And I can't, Harmful Opinions, it just came to me. I loved watching Harmful Opinions, and I watched this video, and he was explaining like, that crazy girl who was trying to get that doxing site. Yeah, she's now on the Republicans and has revamped herself into Red Pill Black. And he was talking about how she had this doxing site. And I was like, wait a minute. The Social Autopsy site that she's pushing out for Republicans and conservatives to fund. And then once I found out, I put her on blast. By myself, I did. And you want to know what was so dangerous about what I did? Is that when I put her on blast, oh my God, that was awful for me to do. Because the lily white people who needed their token, they needed their black woman to speak their talking points back to them so that they can brag to their lily white liberals how they're not racist and look how they're supporting this black woman who's articulate. They were telling me, you need to behave and stop going against black women like Candace because she's... No, they didn't. I think base was not the word at the time. They was like, she's going to help us get the black vote. Of course, I had to hear about the black vote, the black vote, the black vote, the black vote, the black vote. And she's saying things that we need to hear. And I'm like, what did she say that nobody has heard before? She was taking talking points from me. She was taking talking points from Thomas Sowell. She was taking talking points from, oh my God, what's my other sister name? Oh, she's gonna kill me. Oh gosh, she was working for the. Oh my God, Sunny. See, I'm telling you, it's coming to me. She was taking talking points from Sunny. So I'm sitting here saying, like, there's nothing original about Candace Owens, but white Republicans didn't want to hear that. They needed their golden child, their so-called Harriet Tubman for the black people. And this is who she was. What was so dangerous about Candace Owens is that doxing site had my full docs on there, which was put on there by my cousin who hates me. I hate her back. And Candace had that site where you can put anyone docs, their pictures, their full name, everything. And I explained it all here in this video right here, as you see right here before you. I explain it to the T about everything. I always throw receipts. And I guess, my cousin's going to try to get back at me, and she put my entire docs in. 4chan had the back door to the site, and when I actually followed the directions into getting the back door inside the site, that's when I saw my full docs. And I freaked out because at the time I had 2 criminals who were released from jail, and they were looking for me because they have served well over 20, maybe 25 years in jail. One was a gang leader and the other one was a drug lord. And they were so consumed about coming and taking me out once they got out of jail. Now, here's the good news. Right now, in the year of 2023, the drug dealer is no longer alive. He got killed into a drive-by or some kind of robbery where they shot each other, and he passed away. And the the gang leader, I don't even know. Like, I really don't. I don't even understand who's alive and who's dead, but. One is dead and one is alive. So, and I was contacted about their demise from one of my friends inside the police department. But once they were released, the Department of Prisons let me know that they were gone out. And so I changed my name. I changed my hair. I had dreadlocks. No. Actually, yeah, I got dreadlocks. I just realized this. I got dreadlocks because of this. So I got dreadlocks because of that. I changed everything about me. And this is, if you want to know why I wear a hat. And at the time I was wearing glasses. As a matter of fact, I was wearing glasses. You can see here. What's up, fam? Wait a minute. Where is this? Right here. Yeah. Right here where I was wearing glasses, because I wanted to see if I could conceal myself, to see if, just in case they were watching the if they was watching any of my videos, they wouldn't put 2 and 2 together. So that's what that was. And so I did this video talking about how she had this doxing site. I did this video going over the entire structure of the doxing site. I went and I showed you, this is the page where you can submit your pictures or your full name of anyone you want to dox, or the full name of anyone you want to dox. And so I put that up in there. And then I talked about in the end how she was forced to pull it out, but she now is like, ha, the conservatives funded it. And it was, if you want to know what hurt me the most is that I was here before a lot of these people came to the right. Like, a lot of these people were liberals. And then all of a sudden Trump comes over. His love for the black community is so strong that it just floods his mind with stupidity, that he just has to just do a lot of democratic things that I did not like getting people out of jail versus like helping the schools. And he had Omarosa as one of his campaign managers. Like, I don't want to go into that. But I was talking about this, and as you can see, I was looking at my channel and I began to just stop uploading a lot of my content in reference to the current events and the things that they were doing to Trump and all of the censorship that we were going through. And I was trying to warn everyone, hey, this is bad. You guys are letting a very evil woman, and you're normalizing her into the Republican Party, into the conservative movement. And then I was telling everybody that, hey, this right here, she thinks you're stupid. She understands how she sued her school for playing the race card. And now that's all. And she likes the limelight, and that's all she wants to do. And then all of a sudden, like Mike Cerna, bitch, that's what I like to call him. But Cernovic is the one who started her. And then she left and she came back and revamped herself. And now she went from known as Red Pill Black to Candace Owens. Okay. And this is when she started her Blexit movement. Of course, and now, you know, I'm like, this is personal now because you guys let her go away as Red Pill Black. She came back and revamped herself as Candace Owens. She's going around talking about how she can get all the black people from the Democratic Party to come over and vote for Trump. You silly white people fell for it because you don't even realize that the people who got Trump in office were white women, not black folks. And instead of understanding that your race, and when I say your race, I'm talking about white people. And instead of you understanding that your race is the one divided, instead of you trying to convince your own race to come over to the right, you guys want to cater to a massive group of people who hate you, who blame you for just waking up on the wrong side of the bed. People who will always find you at fault for the mistakes that they make. They will never hold themselves accountable. You yourself won't hold them accountable because you think that they're making these decisions because they're on the Democratic plantation. Really? So then I made a video because it was like, I'm still a conservative. Even though I felt betrayed by Trump, I feel betrayed by a lot of conservatives. I feel betrayed by a lot of Republicans, how they're constantly telling me, stop going after Candace. She's one of the good ones. We need all the black people we can get. We don't care if she had a doxing site. We don't care if she put your life in danger. We don't care about any of that. She's articulate. We like that she's going to create this Blexit and get black people to get off the Democratic plantation. She always talked about how the Democrats are the real racists, and I just could not believe what I was hearing. And it's just it was really hurting my feelings, but I was also in shock. And then, of course, I made this video saying, come to our plantation, because that's when I started to see, like, wait a minute, we have a plantation too. And let me explain why I said this. Because I kept being told by white conservatives, white Republicans, that I am not allowed to criticize an evil woman like Candace Owens. I am not allowed to go against her because she's black. I am told that I gotta talk this way. I gotta act this way. They even talked about my hair, honey. They was like, listen, your hair is, too ethnic. And it was just like, it was the most insulting thing I have ever heard in my life. But I know some of you who are probably watching this who are on the left and saying, oh, Tree, were you just now knowing that? Wait. I just want you to understand, the white people who were telling me this were Johnny-come-latelys to the Republican Party. These were white people who were liberals first. I have never had any white person degrade me who was a Republican the same time I was, who can literally say, I did not vote for Barack Obama. So you understand there's a lot of white people on the right who can't say that. There's a lot of white people on the right who have voted for Barack Obama in 2008. I'm not one. I'm not a black person who did that. And there are lots of white people who didn't do that either. And we were registered Republicans at that time. So in my opinion and my knowledge, the Republicans that I was cool with, that were registered Republicans during the term of Obama, yo, those are the ones I was rocking with. But they are they are the minority in the Republican Party, in the conservative movement today. All right. We are now we have been infiltrated with a lot of centrists and liberals and people who are just they're fed up with the left, but they brought their ideology over to the right as well. And so that's what I was talking about. I was talking about how denied dragon energy. I was talking about stupid Kanye West and Candace Owens. It was just, what was amazing for me, and it was just like Mark Dice wrote a book clowning Kanye West about being in the Illuminati. Alex Jones had several videos about how Kanye West was part of the Illuminati, and one of the reasons why he's so famous now is because he had to sacrifice his mother. And I was amazed, like, wait a minute, Mark Dice and Alex Jones are now kissing Kanye's ass? Is that what we're doing today? So it's like everybody was just flipping, and I felt like I was going crazy because I'm like, wait a minute, you all don't see what I see? Do you understand that Kanye West is crazy? It was amazing. I was like, Kanye West believes Abraham Lincoln was black. Kanye West wants to get rid of the 13th Amendment. Kanye West wants to turn the jailhouse into meditation house. He doesn't believe that no one should go to jail. Kanye West also gave $72,000 or $73,000 to a communist mayor, a communist black woman out of Africa who was running for mayor. But did you think they heard me? No. You need to be more appreciative. We need more black people here on the Republican Party. Now, a lot of people always tell me, well, Tree, Candace Owens, she's based. She basically says some talking points that I agree with. When I ask them daggone mayonnaise monsters, I say, what did she say that was so original? And then they go blue screen. They can't think of not one thing. Because you know what? She has not said anything original. You want to know what I've said original? I said I support abortions because guess what? The most people who get them are liberals. I want them to get it. I also said leave black people alone. Don't bring them over here. You got to let Lyndon B. Johnson's curse on them basically get expire. You gotta let the curse that he placed on them expire. Stop catering to a group of people that don't like you, that hate you, that don't respect you. I don't want them over here. I want them to stay in the Democratic Party. To this day, I'm the only black person saying that's on the right. Idiots. Oh, you're never going to Valhalla. Oh yeah, that's another one of my sayings as well. So I then talked about this, my update on my next video about Candace Owens. I wasn't going to let this go because I'm like, nah, dude, y'all going to see that I am going to be effective. People are going to eventually see. It may take a while, but they're going to eventually see that this woman is evil. Now, when was this video? This was, so that's 2018. So then I said, Candace Owens, leader of the Conservative Plantation, part 2. So I must still be in there. Of course, I got to talk about Master Charlie and them butter biscuits because TPUSA was all about, let's send a whole bunch of black people do a photo op at the White House. Let's show the black ambassadors, show how we also integrate, how we also cater to black people. This pandering, it's the pandering. I was saying to myself, am I on the left? Is this what this is about? These freaking daggone mattress monsters are like, we need the black people. It's like, take a picture. Come on, darky, smile. So I don't want nobody to think I'm so racist. I see, because I can see here that I'm standing here with a black person with a mega hat on. And you know what? It was the bigotry of low expectation. If you was a drug dealer, hey, come on over here to the right. If you was a pimp, come on over here to the right. If you was on the pole, come on over here on the right. Okay. As long as you're wearing a mega hat as you swirl on the daggone pole, we here for you. It did not, It was not about quality of people. It was just the quantity. We just needed as much blacks as you want. And so this is the reason I got the whole Buddy Biscuits video. Then I started talking about stupid Kanye and Candace Owens and the NTMZ. Let's not forget he had a fit and just had to get committed in the hospital. And then of course I did I Told You So. Oh, and let's not forget this is the time when he went to the White House in front of cameras and just showed his butt. Like he was just so crazy and guess what? And he, Trump just, I guess, just said like this was a bad idea. Then of course I did this right here. Democrats received 90% of the black vote for the midterm in 2018. That's one thing I did enjoy about doing a lot of these videos is I had a lot of times when I had said, I told you so. I told you so. You still catering to a demographic group that hate you. The most insecure race I have ever seen in my life are white people, where they just basically got to make black people love them. So of course now I'm clowning everybody over here on the right, and I decided to become Shaquita Jackson. I decided to be Shaquita Jackson. And I put on this big old afro wig and I started making skits, just clowning TPUSA members and other, I guess other influencers who were just catering to it or tap dancing to it. And now it's just basically like, okay, they're not going to take me seriously. I'm just going to have fun with it. I think I made 4 Shaquita Jackson videos, clowning Candace Owens, clowning Master Charlie, aka Charlie Kirk, as well as TPUSA. And so I think I came here, talked about Charlie Kirk wearing a damn diaper at the college because he wanted to play in the playpen and show how he is mocking the liberals. But I was like, you look like a fool in that diaper, you idiot, sucking on the bottle and in a playpen. And then of course like, hey Candace, does this diaper mean funny? I didn't know I said that. Okay. So TPUSA update. Then I did another one right here talking about this. I was going after Charlie Kirk, dude. Then of course, let's not forget this right here, where the gatekeeper of the white supremacy is get clowned again. This is the chick over here talking about, she sat here and said that I forgot what it was she was saying that was just totally historically incorrect. I can't remember, but I definitely clowned her on this one because this was a while ago. When was this? Let's see. When this was, 2019. As you can see, I'm very consistent on her. The conservatives versus the liberals. I'm talking about Candace Owens in this one as well. Here I go talking about, spoiler alert, Brexit is a fraud. And I was talking about how is this when I actually came? And I talked about how the money that was being donated to Candace Owens was just going straight to her. So she was making a killing off of that. And then I literally went to Brexit because that clown came to Atlanta. So I drove an hour and a half up to Atlanta, met with my taters, and we went into the Brexit event to prove that it was not an event for black people. It was 90% white. And you know what they did? They done made them white people sit in the back and put all the black people in the front for the photo op. We exposed them. I do believe this is it. Yeah, look at this. 2 chairs. Yeah. So I was taking pictures in there. And we put them on blast. We showed how it's just a fan club meetup for Candace. And they shipped. Now, by the way, Atlanta is known as the Black Mecca of the United States. And it is full of black people. But there was not enough black people that was interested in Candace. They wasn't giving her a second thought. And so they literally bust blacks from Alabama, Tennessee, Florida, and North Carolina. I said, you gonna bus black people to Atlanta that's full of black folks? And that just goes to show you that Brexit was a fraud. I put them on blast big time. And once I did that, the credibility of Brexit massively declined. Then, of course, I did the part 2 on here, talking about that as well. So I was constantly keeping my my foot on the back of Candace's neck, and I think it just went out of style. I think Blexit just stopped existing, and then Candace took her money and ran. And then it came out, I think, a year or 2 later after the fact, how much money that Candace had fleeced from stupid people on the right and just pocketed most of it. Then I got in here and did this king face, okay, anarchic. What was that? He was a part of Antifa, and then of course he was. There was a lot of stuff. I don't even want to go over all this, but I just want to show you all of the videos I was doing on Candace, exposing her. So this is 2021, all right. And then I did live streams where I talked about, hey, why I left the Republican Party, and I didn't really leave. I just stopped, being loyal to them and going after her in reference to the shooter that named Candace in his oh my gosh, I don't know why I'm going blank. Well, this is very late, so of course I'm actually I can't remember a lot of words right now, a lot of things here. Oh gosh. But anyway, he wrote about Candace Owens in there. And then of course I talked about Candace Owens and these people here. There was a lot. And when I look at my channel, I think about, a lot of things that I talked about here and going after Candace. But, yeah, I did a lot, in reference to, yeah, a manifesto. That's what it is. Manifesto, heart. Yeah. The manifesto. It came to me. This is the mass shooter, and he wrote Candace Owens in his manifesto. Now let's get up to what happened to recently. So recently, a lot of people who have been calling out Candace Owens after the fact. Okay. I'm not being bitter, and I'm not, trying to put anybody on blast. It's just that I'm a little over it, because all that time I've been calling out Candace Owens, I got deplatformed. I was punished. I was told to shut up. I was told that she's helping to save the black people from the Democratic plantation. And now her and little Benny, who I don't like, are going at it publicly. When Candace started attacking Steven Crowder, someone else I don't like, it was amazing how I was telling everybody, this is Candace's purpose on the Daily Wire. Candace is the pit bull for the Daily Wire. See, Benny and Matt and Andrew Clavin and everybody else on this staff, I'm not going to name everybody, but they're too classy to go gutter. And that was the purpose of Candace. Candace was their token, and Candace was their pit bull. They were there to shoo her on anyone that was out of line. And we saw how she came after Steven Crowder. Although, don't get me wrong, I don't like no Steven Crowder. I don't like no Candace. I just noticed that, yeah, she was the pit bull. She was the attack dog for anyone that double crossed or that did not bode well with the Daily Wire team, specifically for Ben Shapiro. But what little Benny doesn't realize is that your dog can bite you back, especially when it's not loyal. So as you can see, them two have been fighting each other. Here you have Candace here saying, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Blessed are they which are prosecuted for righteousness." Stupid Christians. Y'all, I can't believe y'all falling for this. The righteousness' sake. For there is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and prosecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. No one can serve two masters. Either you will hate the one and love the other, and you will be devoted to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve two gods and money. I just want to let you guys know, Candace is not a Christian, okay? She's not. If she's a Christian, then I'm Jesus. I don't care if you get offended. It's the truth. So, of course, little Benny ain't had no problem. Little Benny had a problem with that. He was like, Candace, if you feel that taking money from the Daily Wire somehow comes between you and God, by all means, quit. Okay? The children are fighting. Of course, she didn't like this, and so she responded back to him. You have been acting unprofessional and emotionally unhinged for weeks now. Projection? By the way, they both have been acting immature. They both are crazy. I don't like neither one of them. I hate Candace the most, but I'm just letting you know. They both have no room to talk. And we have all had to sit back and allow it, and have all tried to exercise exceeding understanding for your raw emotions. But you cross a certain line when you come for scripture and read yourself into it. I will not tolerate it. That's what you get. That's what you get, little Benny. Your little pet dog is attacking you. She's taking a big old hunk out of your skin, okay? And you deserve it. You deserve it. Steven Crowder, you deserve it. I want you guys to understand. Steven Crowder loved himself some Candace until he stopped. And then she what? She was sick on him. Like, sick him. Rawr. Same thing with Master Charlie, but Master Charlie is a masochist, so he's now on her team again. And of course, little Benny. I can go on and on, all the people that Candace went after, but that's what they wanted. She was the Harriet Tubman of the black community, even though she doesn't come from the black community, okay? All right, and then of course we got this right here, where he says, she quote tweeted him because she responded to him, right? But she wanted to put on a show, and she responded to him and says, "You are utterly out of line for suggesting that I cannot quote biblical scriptures. The Bible is not about you." And I was like, the audacity of this heifer. And let me tell you why I said the audacity of this heifer. Because I know Candace. I have a PhD in Candace. Actually, I will have to say I have a double PhD in Candace Owens. And this is what I pulled up. I did a search on the term Christ is King coming from Candace. And I just want to let you guys know, Christ is King comes from Nick Fuentes. It comes from the Groypers. Candace Owens and Nick Fuentes are very good friends. And I have said this, and I will stand by it. Everybody who's friends with Nick Fuentes is a POS. These are evil people. Evil people make evil people their friends. I never known a good, pure-hearted person or a decent person that is friends with Nick Fuentes, that is close with Nick Fuentes. So this is her new grift, is to appeal to the Groypers, is to appeal to Nick Fuentes' philosophy. Once upon a time, Candace used to be pro-Israel. She used to be very friendly with Jewish people, but now that don't serve her anymore. And so get ready for her to be anti-Semitic. Get ready for her to be against Jews and be pro-Islam. I'm telling you, it's coming. That's her new grift. So I decided to look up her saying of Christ is King. Do you know the whole time that she had her account, the first time she ever uttered the word Christ is King was on November the 14th. That was 2 days ago. Right now it's November the 16th. So she said Christ is King for the first time 2 days ago. This is, once again, I got to let you guys know that that is a Groyper saying. That is something that's under Nick Fuentes saying. And her and Nick Fuentes have been friends for several years. Okay. So this is the Crisis King thing, just letting you know just where she stands, where she is going to go against Jews, and she's going to go against Islam, and she's going against most of the conservative movement and Republican movement. But also, she already went against Trump. And unfortunately, you stupid megatards still think that Candace is going to come back to your side. I noticed that. Let me go to this right here, because this is very important. I noticed that when she had when she had her thing with Tucker Carlson, right? What amazed me about this interview is when she says the 2024 predictions. Not once did she show her support for Donald Trump. And the reason why is because she got off the Trump train. And I think you all forgot that, or you don't want to remember that. Now, this is why I am DeSantis, baby. Now, whether you believe he's going to win or not, that's fine. I don't care. But I'm not going to be on the Trump train. Stay mad. Stay mad. Okay. Do I need to talk about all the things that Trump did? You don't want that. Anyway, when she tried to get on DeSantis, because Kari Lake did not win the governor thing again. Let me stop that. She put out a tweet, and I have that tweet, where she says she sees Kari Lake being the next president for 2024. I got that tweet, and she was not on Trump's side anymore. She basically clowned Trump. And by the way, I agree with the clowning on Trump, where he was pumping and pushing not only the vaccines, but the booster. Okay? So yeah, but during this time, hold on a second, during this time with Tucker Carlson, when he says, who do you admire? Not one time did she utter Trump's name. So you mean to tell me the woman who wrote a blog about how Trump's peen is small and has a shape like a mushroom, you mean the one that she called retard? She literally had a blog, and I got that documented in the videos. Just go and check it out, where she basically called Trump a retard. And I'm just saying, like, wait a minute. So you're surprised that the person that was talking mad crap about Trump in 2015, in 2014, and in 2016 she's now turned her back on him after he did not win the presidential election? Really? Is that what's going on? It's because he didn't win in 2020. Now she's just like, I'm done. He's out of here. And DeSantis, she tried to come to DeSantis, and DeSantis says, I don't want you. You're a grifter. So then that's the reason why she hates DeSantis. And that's the reason why I love DeSantis, because anybody who has the eyes, unlike Trump, to see Candace for who they are, I got their back. I'm always going to be on their team. Candace Owens, Donald Trump's blind love for the darkness make him daggone accept bad people from the darkness on his team. But you know what? My buddy DeSantis saw that grifter for who she is and said, I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't want no part of you. And that's why she mad. So now she's not even dealing with Trump at all. Okay. Even though it looks like he's going to probably be the nominee for the Republican Party for the presidential election, and for 2024 presidential election representing the Republican Party. So she's not on Team Trump. And yet still the megatards don't care about that. So everybody's taking sides. I hate Candace Owens and Ben Shapiro. I actually don't even like Tucker anymore. You know what? Because Tucker lets me know that he can be bought. Anytime you sit up here and you do a softball interview with Andrew Tate, Andrew the Pimp Tate, and his pimp brother Tristan Tate, you let me know that you sold your soul and that you can be bought. That was like the most disappointing thing. But then again, you know, the doctor of common sense warned us and specifically told me about Tucker Carlson. He can't be trusted. So where are we now? Where are we now with my standing and with everything that's happening with Candace Owens, and people are now seeing her for who she is. Whew, I guess I am now at the position where I'm in a position where, even though I can say I told you so, and I do still say I told you so, I don't care anymore. Candace can live her life and have her babies and be with her homosexual husband, who's basically raising the children. She's such a liar where she says, I believe in traditional roles and that a woman should be in the kitchen cooking. Yet still she's on a book tour. Yet still she's touring around speaking. She's pregnant. Instead of her being at home, basically being the daughter mama, she's not raising her children. The nanny is raising the children along with her homosexual husband. She's not. She's working hard. Even right now, as she's pregnant, she's going on tour. She's making speaking engagements. She's going to different colleges. She's going on basically different shows. Like, she's still working, big belly and all. How is that traditional again? How is that traditional values for women roles? Your husband is over there with the nanny raising the other two kids. And when you pop this one up, they're going to raise that one too. You have little to no role in raising your own kids. So spare me the whole thing about I cook. You don't do any of that. And the Dixie Chicks love those girls. They pointed that out and I was just clapping big time. The hypocrisy. The Republican Party is destroyed. It's nothing like it used to be. It's filled with a lot of grifters. It's filled with a lot of idiots. It's filled with a lot of window lickers, but most of all, it's filled with a lot of self-hating whites, and that disgusts me. And I decided that I don't want to play with you people anymore. Now, does that mean I'm going to leave the Republican Party? No. Does that mean I'm going to stop making videos that interest me? No. What that means is that I will now officially be the Judas in the midst. I will now be the one that will snitch on you. I will kiss you on your, well, I'm not going to kiss you. I'm not going to come near you. But we have a lot of evil people on the right that are doing bad things. And I'm calling them out. I've been doing this. Here's the deal. I've been doing this for a while. And I noticed that the more I call out the evil people that are right here on the right, the more it makes me feel better. It makes me feel like, yeah, I'm cleaning up the trash that came here after Trump won in 2016. All of the trash that started coming here on the right in 2017. Very, very bad people. People who are loved and adored. People are just not calling out their hypocrisy. They're not calling out the things that they're doing to children, to doing to women. Yeah, I'm calling them out. Yeah, it's easy to punch people on the left. And I know some people are like, why are you punching right? Well, I'm not punching right. I'm punching left. See, I'm on their right. They're on my left. You may call them conservatives. I call them cuck-servatives. And so, yeah, I decided, and this feels so good for me to say this, is that I decided that I don't want to do anything when it comes to politics that don't make me feel good. And I'm tired of catering to the stupidity. I'm tired of keeping, and when I say catered, like I've been keeping my mouth closed. I've not been rocking the boat with your favorite influencers, with your favorite politicians. I haven't been telling you all what I really think, and that stops. Now, if I lose a lot of followers. I don't care. If I lose a lot of people from this channel, I don't care. Will I stop making videos here? I don't think I'm going to be that active. If I see a video that I like to talk about, I will, if I talk about some things that hit home. But I think that we have to see what happens in 2024 to see if the Republican Party that I used to know will go back to where it used to be. I don't know why these clowns won't hold their own third party. Why don't y'all just go there? You just want to just come and take something that was perfectly fine. I loved the way the Republican Party was prior to Trump. I did. I really did. You may not like it, but I did. And now it's just filled with a bunch of trash. I can't tell this any different than the left. And so since that's the case, then I'm going to behave accordingly. So, yeah, that's what I have to say. I know I probably make a lot of you mad because holy boy, you people love yourself some damn Candace Owens. And then when I tell you what's so special about her, you all got to say something dumb like, she's so base, she say this and she say that. And I'm like, and you can't tell me anything that she says that that's original. If Candace Owens was white, she would be like Tommy Lauren right now. Irrelevant. And it's a damn shame that white people have gotten to the point right now that they're so pathetic. You're nothing like your ancestors. You're an abomination to them. And you disgust me. Hashtag not all. Because I know I'm going to have some insecure white breads talking about something. It's not me, Tree. It's not me. I love being. I'm not talking about all of you. If I throw a rock at a pack of dogs, the only one that's going to yell in pain is the one and get hit. So if I'm not talking about you, there's no need for you to sit up here and tell me that you're not the one, idiots. Anyway. Okay, I feel much better. That was very therapeutic. It's going to be a very long video. But I'm going to upload it as is. And so, yeah. There's that. Now, when will I upload another video? I don't know. We'll see. I'm never going to leave politics because I love it. I love politics. I love doing what I do. I love being a right winger. I enjoy who I am. I'm not changing, but I'm just going to change the way I have behaved in the last 5 years. So there's that. So this is Tree from treeoflogic.com. If I hurt your feelings, then just unsubscribe. Go away and don't come back. I don't care. But if you still rock with me, give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comments section. And I'll see you in the next one. Later, taters.